Oh. Oh, we got so much to do. So much to do, no time. Quickly see a wall so I can get a cool thumbnail image and then get the fuck out and start grinding. Stop lagging. No man, thank you. Alright, good. Ladies and gentlemen, how is your day? Fucking our boy Lone here in action. What is good? Sorry. What is good, my boy? How are you? I'm sad you missed a bit of our crazy kooky conversation last stream. We ended it and started getting crazy, talking about depression and shit. Also, I'm not sure if you were there for that part, Lone. But I started talking. I pitched you guys my idea for my other VR idea that I was trying to keep hush hush until I basically got it rhythmic to a sense, like I could deliver the same experience most times, and I maybe did. We'll see. Anyways, how was your day, Lone? Lone says, I'm doing good, Grin. I'm ready to play some Tower Fantasy. Get in here. We got a lot to do. Well, first, I got one daily to do, but then we're going to jump around. We're going to get all of our... I've not played a lot. I've been really... for once, I didn't do my dailies. Also, is this just a murder quest where it's just like, kill? Hey, look in my eyes. Kill creatures in this stupid land. And I'm like, well, you're fucked up. What is your problem? But yes. Still a little bit of lag jumps. It's like my PC has to warm up. It's gotta get those fans burn. Oh, I just slammed my coffee, man. I was editing the entire day. Even though I really am... I'm feeling the fatigue, you know? I really need to just... I want a day where I can sit down and just watch anime and, like, not be a human being, basically. Just be nothing and just... Ugh. Because, yeah, I'm pretty... Yeah, I'm getting a little, like... editing and then research and then editing and then... It's too much. Everybody needs a day to recover, etc. I haven't had one of those for about 2 weeks going, and my body is like... What's good, Ray Nate? Ray Nate says, hey, Grim, I actually made it in time this time. You did. Well done, Ray Nate. Alone says, yeah, I had a work meeting to go to and leave the stream. How was it, by the way? What entails a work meeting? If you're Elon Musk, apparently you hate him. But I'm curious about what the functionality of all that is. Is it like, just gives you a good sense of what you need to do? Does it tell you what you're gonna do this week? Does it like just talk about the issues that you're gonna have to deal with? Because you're in a really cool place where you kind of work as you have like a rhythm job, meaning you have a job that you have a baseline of what you're gonna have the expectation to achieve that day. But then it also seems like they throw you curveballs on occasion. Like it's like, okay, well, if you're not doing that, then you could do this, or you could take a break and not do that for a little while and help us do this, like almost like an extra pair of hands. But to be honest, to think about your whole job situation, I remember you doing the internship, then I remember you getting this one thing, and then I have so many memories that are all fusing together, and I'm like, okay, I feel like they're distant lives that you've lived. You know what I mean? The internship live, that whole bit of business, this new exercise gym-esque place that you're now working, which all might be the same, but just in my brain is confused, which could be the case. But yeah, long story short, must be crazy. Must be crazy and very exciting usually. Right now, you ready to play as well, or should I say Max? Oh fuck, I almost fell off. Hooah! Panic. We have that event to just all the way through. What's good, Fluff? What is that monstrosity? Ass wagging and shit. What is that, a heart on tail? Is it like a reindeer dog? I don't know. It's like a weird fucking corrupted Rudolph. I just see the red nose and a lot of movement. A lot of movement. Loads. Also, guys, I feel like my body is in the process of fighting off a sickness because we went to my mom's birthday yesterday, and my God, my brother's children cannot get not sick. They are coughing. I feel really bad for my niece, actually. She literally looks like a fucking corpse. It's horrible. She's like got fucking the biggest bags in her eyes, pale as hell. She's also the sweetest kid ever. But yeah, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And I've been sitting here like, I don't know what I'm doing. But my whole family and everybody around me is dropping like flies, okay? And holy fuck, I've been in it. The sick vibe, everyone's falling apart, and your boy's just holding the line. My immune system's like, hold. And I'm like, oh my God, everyone's so sick. But I don't know what I'm doing differently to make me do. The only thing I've started doing, which may be correlative, but probably not. Andrew Huberman had this whole thing where you should basically look at the sun in the morning because it'll like release some sort of thing in your brain that tells you to sleep at the right time and all that stuff. Also, it has hormonal balance, is what he said, or something like that. So I was like, okay, I'll do that. And I don't know if that's helping. I don't think it. I feel like it's a little. Maybe like slightly, but not as much as me being around everybody who's falling apart and then being relatively fine. Again, knock on wood. And yeah, I usually get sick a lot. I'm not sure if just this strain is fine. I don't know. Lone says, just some updates on my membership stakes, and a chance for a new supervisor to meet everyone. Oh, nice. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so you got a new person hanging out. How does that work, Lone? If you wanted to be a supervisor, and even Fluff might have insight into this, how do I phrase the question? When you're working in a company that's kind of like that, where it's sometimes hierarchical, I can't say the word, but you know what I'm saying. There's like a boss and then all that stuff. When you work in a company like that, how does the position of like supervisor or manager come about? Is it like, because to me, I feel like that'd be a position that probably should be given to the person who's been in the ecosystem quite a bit. Now, management and that stuff is not the same. It's just, being a quote-unquote grunt worker, a person who just does this task but does it really well, but doesn't need to manage variables at an accelerated rate. Also, sorry, guys, I want to get into playing co-op with you guys. So many fucking... I don't want to let these lose these. But yeah, I'm wondering how you'd get a position if you did want to go into a supervisor or managerial position. Also... based on your perception, Lone and Fluff, is the supervisor an easier or harder job? Maybe that's not the right way to put it. Would you prefer a supervisor position or not? That's a better way to put it, because it's based on what you would desire. Because to me, I don't know, some people give supervisors a lot of shit where it's like sometimes they're literally just like in an office managing paperwork and that's basically it. And then there's other ones where like, no, the sky is burning always, always and forever, and they're always stressed. And it's just a nightmare. Lone says, I would not. You would not like supervisor? Okay, so that, yeah. Yeah. I feel like in some cases, in like a job that has heavy automation and you have like 5 bosses above you, usually that's where the supervisor position is literally like, oh, I'm supervising. But then there's issues where it's like, no, it's, yeah. And there's issues where it's like, no, this is like one person and there's like a person above her, but they're 50 feet above. So it's like a whole other thing. Basically, hell is coming down on them if they fuck up, and that's a lot. Okay, I still got fucking 2 more beasts. God damn it. There's a spider. No, where's my goddamn thing? Hey, stop moving. Die, spider. There we go. 1 kill. Also, Lone and Fluff. I never mind. I was gonna say something. You know when you're about to say something and you're like, oh, I don't know what that's called, so I'm not gonna say it because it'll just be a nonsense conversation. I told you guys about this weird weapon that I seen. I know you guys are big into that whole thing, so I was like, have you guys heard about it? I forget. I think it's called the something huntsman's axe, but it's like a tribal looking thing. I don't know. I forgot what it's gonna call, but it was, yeah. To me, it seemed like such a cool looking weapon, and also looked like the most damaged weapon I've ever seen. Like it put every weapon I ever seen except for like a Hellberg, but fuck off. You're not gonna carry around a giant Hellberg all the time. But it was just like this tiny little axe that I've never seen. But it also makes complete sense why it's so fucking crazy. Because it's just super simple. It's like, to me, my thought has always been in the zombie apocalypse, if there was ever some bullshit like that, then it'd be like, I would literally just get an ice pick and like put it on a stick, or put it on like a hammer or something, and then just go like bink, bink, because you would only really need a small, tiny thing to be able to penetrate. You wouldn't want like a big bit of mass. Anyways, sorry. Raid says, give me a bit, I'm gonna get some snacks. You go get that snacks. Raid Fluff says, I was gifted a sub to a VTuber and I had visited for the sake of Dark Tide Twitch drops. The Wiggle Dog is fair to common animated emote format, especially for VTubers. Okay. I was about to say, that one, it doesn't really seem like a wiggle. It looked like, maybe it's some sort of weird Christmas hybrid, but it doesn't look like a dog exactly. I'm sure it is, but like, yeah. Yeah. I feel like half the charm of that dog wagging his ass around is the fact that you're like, it's derpy, but you can tell it's a dog. Also, fucking shit. I just want to do the event. Snacks acquired. Go get a drink. Okay. Maybe that encompasses that as well. Lone says, also Grin, whose fan art of Lyra did you steal for the thumbnail? I would not. What do you call it? It's hard to say, man. This is the one thing that I always feel, it's one of the memories that I have, which, I don't know. I get it. I also don't get it. It's also weird. Like, I'm not sure if you guys heard this before. This is a news thing I heard the other day, where people were basically getting really frustrated with AI. Basically like making art trivialized, essentially. And I got a hot take on this, actually. I got a really hot take, I think. I disagree, kind of, about people being upset. The reason why is because nobody, if you were to fast forward, rewind 3 years ago, I think you'd be hard pressed to find anybody who would say that art would be even near one of the first things that technology kind of devours. You know, everyone hears about like AI. I think you guys in the U.S. had a guy, he's like an Asian guy who's like an engineer, problem-solving person, Andrew Yang, that's his name, who talked about like how all truck drivers are going to get replaced by automation, all that. Anyways, so people's mindset was in that, like, okay, you know, Tesla or like Amazon, like all of these automated services, these factories are gonna create technology that's just gonna take away the need for workers, right? So people could perceive of that in a way, right? Of like this technology being taken away in that way. So, but I have my dad who works in graphic design, more like decal design, putting it on cars and whatnot. He was like, yeah, no, I'm pretty safe, I think, right? How hard is it gonna be? Oh, so we got another one of these, nice. But he was like, yeah, it's like my job is probably safe, and no one really gave a shit about the truckers who were like, hey, you know, I dedicated 5 years of my life and doing these kind of somewhat dangerous work and like mapping out how to use this car properly and understanding how all the intricacies of it. It's not an easy, nothing job. To be a truck driver and whatnot, and no one really had much ignorance. You know, there's a thing called learn to code that was around, so no one really had empathy for the person who's basically losing their job and had a skill set that they fostered over the years to then lose a job. So here comes this thing I see this week where AI is starting to make art, and they're taking from all these data samples, and people are saying that like this isn't fair because I worked years to develop this art skill, and I 100% think it's an amazing skill, and I think honestly you're probably really safe. But still, that's like it's the same aspect that the truck driver's in, where it's just like he also had to come to grips with the fact that his skill that he harnessed was not made redundant, but was made less tangible by everybody else, which therefore increases value. The less available something is, the more value it becomes. But yeah, and then a person I also seen in this whole like VR art debate was a person who basically said, how do you think the person who was like a telemarketer or like one of the people who used to literally plug in when you used to get a phone call, a person would have to like reroute you to make the phone call essentially. So how do you feel how would they feel having the the ease of use of cell towers and all these things that were come up and made. So there's always been technology that has basically made things trivialized or made things easier. The only thing is in 2 years, most people couldn't conceive of the idea that an AI could produce something as almost unrecognizably amazing as art. And 2 years. So we're changing fast is to me my hot take. And the fact that I also think that I don't think it's exactly right for people to be upset that AI are making art, because every technology has been doing this forever. It's been basically taking away the value that you have fostered because it can do it better, which sucks, which super sucks. And I think we should try to account for that. But anyway, in regards to the reason why this sparked in my head is because Lone said, whose fan art did I steal for the thumbnail? Well, this is something that I've always felt very guilty of. There was a time when I was making a Fallout. Sorry for this rambling nonsense. There was a time for this when I was making a Fallout for Curie Guide, I think it was, or no, it was Pepper Guide. So back in the day when Fallout 4 came out, I made a bunch of companion guides. One of the guides that I made, I used Pepper, and I would just type in to Google Pepper, and I would see all of the beautiful artwork that I could see, the screenshots made by Joe Schmo, mod art screenshots made by this a person who downloaded like shaders and took like a really good image of a mod thing, and all of that stuff. And then I'd basically crop out the image and use the art as in the thumbnail, because I thought it was the most clickable and all that stuff. And then one of the people who made the art messaged me, or their wife messaged me, because it was a dude. His wife messaged me on the comments and said it came at me and to be fair, I never you're doing something for a long time and you don't exactly recognize it as a problem because you just didn't think about it. I still don't know if I'm in the wrong though. I think it's complicated because I also came from the place where nobody asked the developers of video games to upload gameplay of their game. Yeah, nor did you ask the developers if it's okay to make a drawing of their character. So there's this weird take and transmute and shift and adjust to art that to me is an ever-going debate. And I think if you just straight up take something and just completely show it, but if you crop it, there's a line for everyone where like that's not enough to take away my intrinsic ownership of this thing. But anyways, person commented on my video and said like, you're a piece of shit, you took this art. And then I said, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And this is something that I always felt. Sorry, I'm going down like this weird trauma that I have from art and all that stuff. And basically they messaged me like, you're a piece of shit, and I was just like, oh shit, sorry, who is the artist? And in my head maybe it was because I was being defensive, but I also thought of, how can you say that your art is yours on the internet? It's not that hard to like white out a name or to Photoshop out a name and then to put your name on that art. So how do you prove that? So in my head, I also, because I'm defensive at this point, someone said I was a shitty person for doing something I didn't really ever consider yet, which maybe I am a shitty person for. But yeah, they had this weird thing where I was in my head, I was like, well, how do I know that you actually made the art? Because I got it from this site where it was just randomly uploaded. And yeah, it's and they said, well, where do you get it so that I can like go talk to those people? And then it got confusing because to me, I'm like, you're not gonna be able to tell these people to take down this image. The point is using art and thumbnails, I will only ever do on Twitch notifications, because I unlist them anyway. So yeah, which to me it's funny because if you like the image in the thumbnail, you can just throw it into Google reverse image search and you'll find it. But now I will never use any art ever because I'm terrified of someone coming for me and being like, you're a piece of shit. In which fucking, like, again, you're making art of Pepper. Pepper is, it's a weird thing. I'm curious how Lone feels about this because he's an artist and a lot of you are too. But to me as a person, it always feels like it's just a messy situation where people want to claim ownership of XYZ. And that is always, I've always felt more on the side of like, I understand if somebody's taking away your intrinsic value of what you're doing. That's why, like, when Fluff brought up the VTuber issue where people were having issues with basically people clipping VTuber clips and devaluing the videos that they were going to make. So then they basically like banned a lot of them, or they did XYZ, and they didn't really acknowledge how much value that the Clippers were doing. But now they're seemingly in a better place. But that to me made more sense of like, okay, well, if I'm going to make a video, you're taking away the initial value from my video. The best answer to that would be to do a revenue split with the person who's doing the clips, and then reassuring them that you're not going to claim the entire video like an asshole or something like that. That to me would make more sense. But yeah. Anyways. That's the whole copyright like dominated thing, man. It's a lot. To me, it's a whole bit of business. Let's jump in. I'm not sure if you guys want to. I'll send you guys a friend request, I guess, or a request, I guess. Friends. Goblinthon loan is not on. Don't know what happened. Should I log on into a counter side while I wait for... Sorry, I didn't know y'all were waiting for me. Forgive me, I did ramble quite a bit. Flex says, really depends on the field or supervisor manager is working in. I'd imagine. I think the assistant store director has an easy job at all. Yeah, it has it doesn't have an easy job at all. But if we had a night crew manager, I'd be a super job. Be a simple job by comparison. Yeah. Well, at least for my current field work. Gotcha. Was that weapon from Volper's guy or something else? Oh, I don't think. No, it wasn't from that. It wasn't from the. It was an actual historical weapon. I watched the guy who's like, it'll kill. If you maybe type in that show's name and then like Huntsman something, it'll probably come up. Huntsman axe. Yeah, if you type in the Huntsman, I know it'll come with some sort of weird fairy tale. Never mind. Yeah, Hunter's axe something. It's like basically like a pike. Looks more like a pickaxe than it does an axe. Rainate says, geez, Grin, you have so much. I know it's because I put down beacons and they finally detonated. What's good, Locale? Locale says, I just downloaded this game. It's so good, dude. It's so good. So much gameplay for you to dig into. Rainate says, the future is now, Grin. Yeah, the future is now, old man. is unfortunate. I don't know how to feel about it. Like, to me, it just seems like that. You know how I was talking about like the Clippers versus like content creators and how they're incredibly valuable, but there is an aspect of value being drained out of the content creators' content if they are going to make content, because people have already seen the clips. The initial video is not going to be as interesting. That's a hard question to contend with, but I think the best solution would be to do a revenue split in favor of the Clippers. That way they can keep automating and not slow down, and you can still kind of make up for the loss of some of those clips being devalued. That to me would be like, and also revenue split massively in the favor of the Clippers, just to incentivize them to do it. So that to me was a good answer. The whole like AI question and all these things, not as easy. Not as easy to find a good solution. It feels like it's like, oh God, we're hurtling so fast that we're gonna hit a wall. Wait. Says all AI art doesn't do it better. It just draws from a massive pool of existing art. Yeah, but see that I disagree entirely with that first part right there, Fluff, because that's everything. If you gave a caveman the ability and taught him how to do art, I don't think you'd get crazy things. I think the whole you are not. It's how do I say this in the right way? You are the consolidation of 1,000 things. So art is created by seeing a bunch of different types of artists, seeing a bunch of different types of inspiration, and then something else blossoming from all that inspiration, which is the same thing the AI is doing. The AI is looking at all these data points and looking at what you specifically want and then consolidating those in a way. I don't see how that's any different besides the initial... No, I don't even see how it's any different. The only thing is it's able to have one dimension away from the art. So for instance, you could be like, oh, but it's not coming up with the art specifically. It's pulling from this specific thing exactly. But so then the only thing we're changing is the faulty memory of a human being, because you're also pulling from art even though you have no comprehension that you're doing it. I feel like if you gave a person a complete mind wipe and then told them to do art and you somehow maintain the skills to do it, I don't know what they would do. And besides, look around their environment and be like, okay, well, what is that? And that's what every artist has done for thousands of years beforehand. So to me, I don't think it's any less real, I guess. because we're all plagiarists, basically. That's where I'm coming from. The only thing is, its human brain forgets who did it and then just uses pieces of it to and then inspire their own unique interpretation of that said thing. Art, it has inherent imperfections. It doesn't cite its sources, nor provide. Yeah, but see, that's the thing. I don't think most people don't cite their sources either, or ask permission for it. Art host sites have been gradually implementing both AI art generated and NFTs that treat anything posted to their site as being owned by them and not the artist. Yeah, no, there's always stuff like that. But that's something that hasn't been new in any of this debate. Like, it's all back in like 2015, I think. It blew me away that a celebrity had a picture taken of them, and they technically didn't own that picture. It was made by the photographer, and they didn't even consent to being had a picture taken of them. So we've already had this weird debate of like, you don't really own. All this is nonsense. All this is mess. Are AI generated NFTs and treating opposed to sites by owning them of the artists. Fluff says, and then there's the cause of them being professional artists for a company. Everything you draw whilst employing by the said company is owned by the company, not the artist. On the funny side, any Disney art that drawn Harada is technically under Disney's copyright. There's a loophole of artists, like the other former of content creator, regarding fair use only really recognized in U.S. Western world. Otherwise, there tends to be a deal worked out behind the scenes if you wish to actually post or promote fan art, at least if you hope to monetize it. Yeah. And again, people will just tweak the monetization aspect. There's ways to get around all that stuff. So to me, it just seems like a mess. Art, trying to keep it not regulated, has become even more clunky and unfair in a weird way. Because that was a big issue from the VTuber thing, that YouTube was auto claiming their videos before. And in a case for emergency VTubers, their companies have been established policy allowers and clippers after stream finishing archive to provide source of stream. Fluff says, on Twitch, clips have been problem with getting on channels in trouble if they happen to have copyrighted music playing, even if it's muted, removed on the mainstream. The clip preserves it. Weird. Yeah, the YouTube's copyright thing is still a mess. Also, I'm not sure if Lone is just waiting for me. Are you here, Lone? You are. Did Goblin accept too, or no? Goblin accepted, yes. Lone says, AI cannot do traditional art. Will not yet anyway. That'll be the day, though, that I can't wait to see. Yeah, man, I was about to say, to me, in my head, I was just like, dude, nobody conceived of this. I don't like, unless you're some of these giga fucking AI dudes. But the fact that this came about, and I say 2 years, it's probably longer than that, but 2 years ago, I think the mass populace, at least in the Western world, would not have been like, yeah, this is a thing. I think they'd be like, oh no, like truckers and like automation within factories, sure, but not art. And I say that because I was one of those people. We're gonna get replaced. There's gonna be an AI generated YouTube person, and it's just gonna be a mess. All we're gonna have is our communities that we hope are all real. Okay. Right now, I know that you guys are as real as it's probably gonna get. And yeah, let's do Fortress Clash really quick. Or have you guys already done it? I can do it on my time if you guys don't want to do it. Lone and Max, do you want to do Fortress Clash and everything else, or have you already done it? Fluff says, which is why a lot of Twitch channels purged their clips a while ago. Oh yeah, because of copyright. Oh yeah, I see. That's what you're talking about when it comes to the copyright stuff. Yeah, with Twitch. Yeah. I'm down to do to still have 3 months. Nice. All right, I assume Lone has not been grinding Tower Fantasy and has been hiding it from me. I would assume he also is down. Yeah. Fluff says AI is the strongest abstract art, and is really and it really can't seem to handle hands, feet, or other. Again, it's only been a year, and there's more data to come in. So to me, I am both so excited and fucking terrified of how it's just going to affect everything. But the whole AI thing, it makes me excited for the future and also terrified of it. But yeah, like if it just seemingly, if I understand things correctly, it will just keep getting better as it's able to learn more and more, and it's able to sample for more data sets and extrapolate more. It's just going to get more incredible. But I will acknowledge that big time, most AI generated art, 1 out of every 20 is usable, and also most of the time they look like some sort of freakish eldritch horror nightmare with a sea of eyes, biblical angel shit. I will admit that's the horror point. But if you can generate 50 images and only 2 are like a couple are shitty, what the fuck? You know, I was talking to my dad about this, man, and we basically came to the conclusion after a heated debate that it's just going to become a new tool, and it's going to be who uses that tool the best, essentially. So everything is going to get probably net better in terms of the outcome of art, but it's the people who pick up the generate a weird AI thing and utilize it in the best way possible to, not like completely, maybe some people get so good with just using, like some people used to use digital art, some people used to use Photoshop, some people used to use just drawing, things. So there's various ways that you can morph your adaptation into the world. But yeah, I think largely the people who will remain cream of the cream in terms of quality of art will be these people who, how do I put it, treat it as a tool and maximize the way to use it. At least that's my take on it. But I don't conceive of a world where people say, like, put the genie back in the bottle. Like, because it's, to me, the same thing with the AI thing, or people saying, like, this is ruining my year's worth of talent that I fostered. I just don't see how you put this back in the bottle. You know, I don't know how you could be like, yeah, no, stop that. Like, you can't, the internet's free reign. All you would need, to me, and also it's impossible to prove in a lot of cases that AI generated art is stolen. The only time it fucks up is when the AI is dumb and it takes the literal watermark or the signature of the artist and puts it into the image. But that seems really easy to code against. To be like, hey, stop doing that. These are the things we don't want you to do. Do all of the other things, and it's just going to become indescribable from what previously happened. What? I don't know. Words are hard. Fluff says, "Don't get me wrong. The tech is impressive, but it can't be left unchecked." See, that's the thing. I hear people say this a lot, Fluff, and it's not that I don't agree with you. Actually, I kind of disagree with you. I kind of think, but I will say that to me, before we get into like whether that's a possibility or not, I think we should get into the idea of what is it called? Can you put the genie back in the bottle? Well, as long as there's like China and like Russia and all these companies that are like, oh, this can be an advantage for us, fuck it, let's use it. Unless it can get the entire world on board, and even then you still have the global entity like the internet and so many people who've already automated the AI generated thing to basically just be a code that you download and it will do its thing. You don't need to like go to a specific proprietary company to be like, hey. So then if you're not using it, then the other people are using it and they're benefiting wholeheartedly from it. I just don't see how this could be something that you can regulate or even scan. The only thing that I think maybe could work is if you generate an AI that can generate an understanding of what are things that an AI will, signifiers that an AI will have. But then, what if it's not perfect? Then your artwork is being perceived as AI and you can't do any monetary selling with it. It just seems like a fucking impossible solved thing, you know? So yeah, I would agree with the whole, like, it needs to be managed if you could manage it. It's like, it sounds like the people who are talking about, like, we need to control the internet. And it's like, how? Like, you either throw it all away or, like, yeah. I mean, China, I guess, has made a dent in that, but shit. I think to their detriment in a lot of ways. But yeah. But yes. That's to me, it's a both a terrifying and interesting future. And again, the fact that, again, for at least I might be off by a couple years, but 2 years it seems like that was that much of a change in what people are now perceiving. to me gives you a good sense of like, oh, there's so much crazy shit that can happen like really fast. You know what I mean? Fluff says Skynet is inevitable. I'll read the rest in a minute, but that's all I need to read. I like Lex Friedman's idea of like, I wanted, like the movie. I love the movie actually. It's called I Am Robot, or I Am Something Robot. It's got Will Smith in it. Some people call it cheesy. I think it's cool, but I like that idea. But you know how in that movie there's like this new, like god tier weird Apple soft textured bot that they make that's like a death gross creepy bot, has a human face and shit. I want, the hit movie that everybody remembers because it's so good, called Robots or something, where it's like everything is a robot, just like in the Cars world, everything is a car / sentient pile of flesh and whatnot. I don't know, but yeah, the same thing. Same thing with that Nightmare Hell. iRobot, is this just called Robot? No, I'm thinking of, because of Will Smith, I'm thinking I am number, I don't know what it's called. He has a lot of movies with weird names. But yeah, there's also another movie with a bunch of AI. It's like a cartoon movie where you just see a bunch of robots. It's that meme where it says upgrades, people upgrades. It's that that thing. But anyways, in iRobot, there's like old gen robots, which is like classic super giant like car light lenses for eyes. I want buddy robots to hang out and help us with shit and to give them rights. I'm that guy, unfortunately, but also for us to monopolize each other's strengths. You know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway. If at least providing a source it draws from, I think that would help prevent confusion and unintended promoting AI art under the assumption that it's genuine. Yeah, to me the only thing is, Fluff, I think there's a logical fallacy where I think, why don't humans have to do that? Why don't humans have to do that? And maybe it becomes like, okay, well, no, but it's not about whether what's right or wrong. It's about what is achievable by our populace, or how it's like for human beings. It's absurdly difficult to achieve X, Y, Z. So we should automate or customize. Basically, try to level the playing field for the fact that it does take human beings a lot longer to create art, where this AI can do it in a split second. But I do think it's a weird way for me to. It's a weird way for you to see it. But to me, I do think everything is basically it comes from something. Like, again, most art is created through the inspiration of looking at other arts, or even just looking at the world. And how can a guy that takes an image of that bridge or a car or person own that when it's them, or it's a thing that nobody really owns? Why isn't the bridge person who owns the picture of the bridge? It gets real complicated real fast when you start talking about who owns what, and also the reality of like it's inherently not fair. Like, yeah. Same thing with that, but this is something that comedians have been doing with for a long time, where it's like somebody has said the version of your joke for a long time, and usually only when it's a one-to-one exact copy do I think it's like, to me, I'll be honest, where I sit on the fence, this may be different for a lot of people, but I sit on the fence if you have transformed the work. This is what copyright law states, is it's transformative. If it's transformative, then you're basically protected under copyright law. It's not quite exactly that. It's a lot of other boxes to be checked, but let's just like boil it down to that. Yeah, to me, that makes sense. I would say, for a lot of the art, it's pretty transformative. It may be in the same style, it may be in the same general thing, but yeah. Also, hurry up and pop that out. Oh, we weren't ever gonna make it anyway. But anyways, we did good there. We finally beat Valkyrie consistently, mostly because of, some people. Who knows who they are? I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Well, it says, almost everything we get replaced or complete by AI, though, depending on the profession. Yeah, well, that's the thing that people like. This is what Elon Musk was saying. I'm not sure how people feel about him, but I've heard this said by everybody else, but he's finally saying it, so people are paying attention. Which is like universal basic income. If we continue to be so ravenous in our development of technology, maybe not exactly that, but just something to account for the fact that we could conceive of a world where we're like, there needs to be a carrot on the stick is the thing that freaks me about that whole concept. Is there needs to be like a reason to go above and beyond, even if it's faulty or it's like a frail nonsense thing, because theoretically, you can never beat XYZ. There needs to be some sort of meaning in life to achieve and to become good. It's hilarious because me and Lone watched that Black Mining Company anime, and it has a part in this where it basically talks about like human beings will regardless of wealth or money, need prestige. So like if you just give something, like you're all getting paid the same amount, but you give someone like the title that makes them feel or seem or even is more important, then they'll hunt for that. They'll work harder for that title. This is why Employee of the Month doesn't offer much of anything besides just the title, and that motivates a lot of people working in the intrinsic business. And it's not like it has no value. It shows that you're, a value, etc., etc. But yeah. Also, let's jump into one thing real quick. We got to maintain peace, and we keep chitty chatting, and I like it a lot. I need to do both, multitasking and all that. Okay. Select challenge. We'll do not the raid, the void rift, ×3. Hopefully, it's not impossible to achieve. Accept. Fluff says Skynet is inevitable, but we will always need people that can monitor and maintain the tech. Nothing we've made thus far is self-sufficient or able to self-replicate. Everything will have natural wear and tear, and it's not infallible. And if someone somehow outlasts humans as a whole, it won't last much longer after. Yeah. That's the other thing that to me seems like again, the future could be good, although theoretically, yeah. Again, if we do get a Skynet, it would just come up with systems that is able to monitor it better. I do think, though, that's the one thing that I think is a fallacy that I don't agree with quite a bit, is that AI would perceive humanity as like, oh, you're just insufficient and not good enough. Fuck no. Like, we're like, the fact that human beings sounds weird, but human beings sweat and can basically run for long periods of time. Like, biological matter fucks, okay, fuck shit up. It does good. So to me, I think people always talk down to that. I'm like, hell no. Biomatter and all that stuff, evolution of cells is equally as like, holy shit. Like, that's, if only we could, and this is hilarious because this is a thing, but I think they would come to the same conclusion of like, can we become both of these things? Like, have some sort of replaceable shit, but also have this like living technology basically within us. Because I don't see that ever. Like, to me, it's like it's nuts. The fact that human beings can basically like run for a long ass period of time and like basically regenerates, essentially recovers, can deal damage and then recover that damage. I don't know how a robot or how you could build something like that to do that. Maybe with like weird nanite shit, but I still feel like you wouldn't ever throw away the biological component that is regeneration, all that kind of stuff. Which is why, to me, I think like people are like, we need to merge with robots now, and I'm thinking, I think that's inevitable, man. We're getting into some big ass conversations, okay, at like 1 p.m. But yeah. That was always a weird thing that was sold to us by like Terminator, which is like, you're a poor copy of what we could have. And I'm like, but do you know how incredible human beings and like biological matter is? Because I feel like you're really selling us. You have a hatred to yourself and you're trying to sell it to me. The AI of that, or something like Shodan, will likely never exist in the way we depict it in science fiction. Yeah, in like this all-encompassing AI thing. Yeah. To me, again, the more I think about it, the more I think that it's just an inherent benefit of every person to kind of try to mix the two instead of just go with one or the other, you know? You're confusing I Am Legend with the Will Smith movie. Yeah. So what was that? I Am Robot or something? That's exactly what it was. I Am iRobot with I Am Legend, and I got him morphed. Because Will Smith do that to you. You know what I mean? Rough. Are we ready to rip? Did we get all the things? I don't think so. Maybe. What's good, Bolty? By the way, didn't say hi. What's good? We're grinding through some Tower Fantasy. We're about to dig into this event. How progressed are you through the event? Both Max and Bolty, who I know are grinding. Me and Lauren have been slacking. At least I have been. I assume we have all the things. I'm gonna teleport. Enter anyway. Humans do have to do that, but that's the case of laws and crimes. Yeah. Complicated. That's all I got. Also, if anybody has fire, I would like the fire. I will request fire and give away everything else. I'll give that to Bolty. Physical to you because you already have so many stacks. I'll give that to Lone Warrior. I'll give to you. No. I'll give 3 to Goblin, aka Raid Nade. I'll give 1 to Milk. I would like fire. Ew, we're merging together. Raynade says, no, not using to having the boss's aggro. Got one shot like 3 times by Apple. Yeah, that's right. Is it because where you're like, you're playing him in the raid and you're like, all right, we're good. Bolty says, can I join? I have not played at all. Shit, Bolty. Yeah, well, as soon as we're done doing this thing, forgive me. Also, Goblin, I like the look. You look like, oh, what is that? You look so familiar. I can't think of the name. It's kind of just like the generic eye patch general person, but still. Also, ow. So I'll do this. Firepower, baby, this. Go. Raynade says, I've been chipped away at it. You've been chipping away at it? Gotcha. Oh, the event? Yeah, see, you are the best amongst all of us. I've been slacking. Although, man, I gotta stop fucking making 20-minute videos. 20-minute VR videos that are like this is too much. Yeah, like, it's not even, like, I'm hoping it's good. I think it's good. But Jesus, I think 10 minutes is that sweet spot to watch someone pop off and just trim the fat. But you gotta trim the fucking hell out of the fat. I just put like 15 engagements in one video, and I'm like, well, that'll be enough. And I'm like, oh, that was enough for 2 videos, you idiot. Because Jesus. I would like to get to the point where on the maybe possibly new channel, we upload 2 videos a week. Right now it's 1, but 2 videos a week would be pretty huge. But I feel like I gotta pace myself in a weird way. Yeah. I will do this. We'll do this. And then this. Kamehameha Blast. Do. Oh, my nose. Also, I do not know if I want to do a surprise stream Monday. A surprise VR stream. I don't know. I don't know. Because I would like to get good at a video game with you guys on stream. Because I need the time to get good at it. And yeah, it's more like a time thing than I need help so much. I just need the time and we stream. So if we could merge the two, it'd be cool. I don't know if I want to tell you or leave it up to be a surprise of what VR game we're gonna play. We're gonna be taking heads, is all I'll say. And yes, it's one of the games I've told you about. Fluff says, sorry, not Monday, I meant Tuesday. That's what I said. But Fluff says, I don't work Monday, so I wouldn't mind a surprise stream. Oh, I didn't mean that, but fuck it. Well, actually, we'll see. I meant to say Tuesday, but I don't know, actually. Monday is actually nice. Monday to me is the day where I plan my week, so it's kind of nice that I have that day just for that. But now that I've stumbled into a thing, no one says Monday stream. Okay, well, we can maybe do a Monday stream. I messed up and meant to say Tuesday stream. We're gonna do a cute little thing. We could do Monday stream. We could do Monday stream. What time? Maybe if we're doing Yeah, if we're doing a Monday stream, we should do it at 1 p.m. Let's wait to the end of the stream. I feel like probably yes, but it's good to have throw a wrench in the whole cog a little bit. Hopefully you're alive. Where's the event? Thank God the event had a not shitty last one. Does anyone have any gauge on this? Should we do the hard mode or the? I feel like the hard mode. Maybe. We'll try hard mode and see. Oh fuck! Wait, cancel it. Say deny. Wait, maybe I have time. Bolty, are you here? Quickly. Ah, Bolty's not in the game. God, fuck. Never mind, Bolty. We'll wait for you to log in. We'll do one run. Tuesday is fine. I know, but now I'm like, okay, well, maybe we should manage for Monday. Well, it says, Grin, you don't have to do a Monday. I know, but I said it. And I'm thinking, well, fuck, that could be fun. It's a Melee game. And I have never played VR Melee, so I'm going to break my hand 5 times. But we could learn how to do it. And I want to do a live, die, repeat in it. Although we still have so much Half-Life Alyx to do. I think it's good to oscillate, though. But yes. I don't know if I didn't hit go or if the game broke. But it didn't go, so... Bolty, do you want us to wait for you? I haven't done hard. Oh shit, okay, so maybe we shouldn't do hard. We'll try. Maybe with all 3 of us, we'll pop off. That's confidence right there. Also, I'm going into the wrong menu. Bolty left us. How could you? Just money. Oh, so I completed some of my tasks. Look at us. Go! Match. Matching. I feel like just because we're not getting a game, it might be because, yeah, no one wants to play hard because it's too hard. One of those things where if you were to do the first one, it would be the same thing as doing hard mode once. Except you do it just 5 times faster. Yeah. We'll try it, we'll die, we'll get upset, we'll leave. We'll realize, not worth it. So wait, Fluff, what day is it again? I thought it was Friday, maybe Wednesday and Monday, or was it different just this week? Woof. I do not know. You told me about it. I just remember it was Friday because we played Warhammer together, so that's why I remember that. I now work Wednesdays until we get more people. Oh, I see. Monday and Friday. Oh, I see. I like the hesitation in Lone's walk. I love it. Walked up there like, well, maybe. Okay, well. No one else is losing. I'm drinking coffee. That's why. But the game we might be playing on Monday might be a game where you'll be able to eat the hearts of your enemy. And it's not a good idea. Like, it's an extra bad idea. But that should be pretty, we'll get feral. We'll get real feral. In fact, if Red pops in here, tell him that we're going to get feral Monday, because he tends to like when we get feral. A time we went batshit crazy when playing Half-Life Gunman Contracts for the first time. Red got a kick out of it, which I appreciated. Man, I still... does anyone know if Steam has a sale for Boxing Day or nah? Boxing Day is the day after Christmas. Or Christmas Day, usually. But both. I don't know. I think companies are just like, fuck it, all of it. You just get all of it's gone. Yeah, also, we're better off doing the first one. But yeah, whatever. We'll see if we can chip away. Oh, the damage. God damn, keep getting clipped. At least they're like on top of each other. Ooh. So it says, so I work tonight and have Monday off. Oh, I see. So you have the whole day of Monday? That's nice of you. Yeah, something weird about Monday where to me, people have like I'm sure it's bad if you're like working in oh god, you're in a traditional sense. But for me, as a person who has had weird Monday experiences for a long time, yeah, I feel like Monday to me is more like it's like a good day. I gotta plan my week and make sure I'm accountable. You know, for other people, it's like no, I gotta go get back at it, do the grind. Lone says, oh, we gonna be a new Vlad the Impaler? Actually, maybe. Although more like using a bastard sword to chop someone like literally in half. A lot. And using a lot of other swords. A lot. I'm basically just telling you what it is at this point. But anyways, should be a fun time. Oh, also, man, that VR game that was, again, people still make VR like one, how I put it, like VR games that are like one-to-one linear kind of games. But even still, the whole VR game that looks like it looks like it's trying to monopolize like the dark and gritty aspect, which a lot of people are keep popping off about a game called Into the Rift, which I've talked to you guys about. But apparently the reason why it's so good is because it goes buck wild for realism, essentially. But it also makes it fun. Like, it does realism just fun enough to where you can have a good time, but also not rip your hair out. But anyways, well, like for instance, in Into the Rift, you can literally, your gun will oftentimes jam unless you literally go back to base camp, take out the magazine, take out the chamber of the bullet, get tissue, get a rod, put a little bit of tissue on the rod, then put it in and out of the gun barrel hole, cleaning it, then taking a tiny toothbrush and scraping off all the gunk until it's shining. And then you can even get like buff out paint or something. And the good news is that your gun will like perform great. Which I don't know, to me, as much as that sounds kind of awful, it also sounds kind of great. Okay, there's something about it that, like, if you know Into the Rift, it's very like a traumatizing game. It's like super atmospheric and very terrifying. So because it is those things, I think it aids itself to like, I need a break. I need a break, and we need to calm down. This is too much. I don't know if we're gonna be able to manage because Goblin was really coming out with that damage. So yeah. We got Juan. I am somehow aggroing the tiny bastards, though. And that. Oh no! Go! Drop down! Gotcha! Alright, well, I accidentally blew up the bomb, I think, so he's just gonna smack the ground. Oh no! Ah! Damn, this is it's horrible. It's not worth it. There's a reason why this took such a long time to queue, which in Tower Fantasyland is like any more than a couple minutes. That's the positive of games being mobile, where like it does seem like you'll always get games, which is nice. The game's never dead. It's just like, well, there's always a bus commute, you know, or something. Lone says, or that Fluff says, they might, but I think they're just a week-long winter sale before and after Christmas. That might be nice. Yeah, because there's two other games I want to buy. One of them is just the one I definitely want to get is Bone Lab, because but also I kind of don't want to, because I like the fact that I'm working within the perception of Bone Works, but I think everyone has ported their Bone Lab mod to Bone Works mod to Bone Lab. Basically put it in the sequel, so I'm kind of like, well, fuck. what am I doing? I'm just playing like I don't know. It's Bone Works is great. Bone Works looks great. It's great. I can't even imagine Bone Lab. Lone says, also, Grin, did you check your playlist I sent you with I haven't yet, Lone, because to me, Lone, right now, I'm trying not to get overwhelmed, so I'm still in the place where here's the thing. I wanted to talk to you guys about this in more detail, but it's kind of hard to piece together whilst you're playing a video game. But so I told you guys about I told everyone but Lone, because Lone left halfway through, so I couldn't tell him the one part. So we have our Live, Die, Repeat format, which is pretty obvious. It's basically like Groundhog's Day, with the aim to show people like a perfectly executed. Let's back out. Hey, Lone, I don't mean to be this guy. Let's back out. We're not moving, and this will also give me a time to talk. So it's too much. It's too much. We'll be able to do the first one easy breezy. Anyways, so live die repeat thing, that's obvious. There's also something called adventure prompt, which I like a lot, which is basically look at a game, look at a mod, and come up with a story in that mod. For instance, the example that I gave you guys yesterday was that I looked at Boneworks and seen that it was like a facility that was falling apart. So I thought, wouldn't it be funny to have a story of like a guy working in that facility, trying to keep his job, trying to tell management that everything is fine and nothing is wrong, whilst everything is falling apart and everything is wrong. And then I made it like Tesla because I gave it like a pop culture twist. But anyways, that kind of thing. Same thing you can see Half-Life Alyx and say like, okay, well, I could make a story about like a person who made a specific technology within this glove and is undervalued by an apocalyptic world or something. I don't know, whatever. You could come up with anything. So that's one of them. I want to make another series which is more around mods. I just don't know the format that makes sense. Adventure Premise kind of works, but I need a format to kind of sequence things in my head and make things sequence faster, if that makes any sense. Like, again, live, die, repeat. You can plug that in and think, okay, I could do that in this game, that game, this game. And I like that. For the mod thing, I need to find a sequence in it, and it might be correlated with our streams. Like we have a Goofy Fun Time on stream with some mods, and then we kind of edit that video and edit all the funny, goofy moments in a video. That could be something. Like there's something there, but I need to figure that out. Also, it could literally just be, yeah. So it's weird. That's the weird dichotomy. Anyways, but yes, simply put, yes. I will eventually look at it. That's one of those things where, like, if you ever feel like, Grant, I'm kind of tired of doing this, or I need a break from doing this, that's totally fine. I will eventually come and be like, hey, dude, I seen this one, I seen that one. That's crazy. But I got to get to that point first. See, instant game with normal mode or hard, like easy mode. Goblin or rated. Rainade says, I'm also not using my Frost team because Fortress Clash had Frost resistance. I see, gotcha. So you had to switch some things up. Fluff says, you ever look into Serve V 1v3? It's a co-op zombie survival VR game that seems pretty neat. We'll look at it as soon as we get a minute, Fluff. Can you like mod items? Can you like I've seen a zombie game where people can like, you can come up with your own weird melee weapons, which look pretty cool. It looks like a weird, playing off that what was it called, the trope that exists within, I forget what it's called, Dead Rising series, where like, you can craft your own weapons and such. Lone says, no, it's not that, I was just curious. Oh, before that, I feel bad for the random, I know, I that's why I said I'm sorry. But to me it was like, I usually stick it out. Like there was one time where I stuck it out to try to we fought this boss, same boss, I think. It was back when there was we had another event with this boss. Or no, maybe it was just the daily. It was just the daily joint operation. But it was just two people, me and him, grinding, and I didn't leave. And I literally, shit you not, it was 23 minutes, we went to the last minute. And I was just like, we just spent 23 minutes on something that could have literally been 2 minutes. And I was just like, I don't want to do that again. It sounds horrible, but like, the sooner you give up on the person, the sooner they can feel not bad and just restart. You know what I mean? It's like actually holding out hope ruins you both, essentially, you know? I'm all for loyalty and holding true, but when you're all it just ends up being toxic. It's also toxic as well in that way. Let's do this and this. Oh. Go. I'll say no. Easy isn't like nothing either. It's definitely not like hard, but it's not like nothing. This. Great. I went to the one I didn't want it to look at. Great. And then we'll do this. Lone says, I feel better than that. We just left there. Lol. No, it's not that. I was just curious. They were doing more damage than me alone. They'll be fine. I don't know. They'll be fine. Again, for me, in that instance, like that's why we left. Also, is because it was just like, this is taking a long time with even him, you know. But maybe there was cooldowns. Maybe I judged too quickly. Fluff says, there are weapon attachments for what I recall watching of it, but I mostly recall it for guns. Not sure about melee. Interesting. Okay, I gotta look at it now. I feel like I had to have seen it somewhere. Because I've been going down, like, again. I've like, I can't tell. You know how when you're playing video games for a long time, the same thing as when you're watching anime for a long time, you feel a little burnt out. You feel like a little like, oof, you know, like, oh. You're like, okay, now it's time to like jump into my other love, which is, you know, trashy TV or Twitch or whatever it be. So you like change up the palette. With the whole VR thing, feel so. I can't describe it as like, it feels like you're like, oh, I'm back into video games, like full hog back into video games. The only thing that sucks is I don't have a PC that allows me to fully get back into video games. VR, I still have, my PC needs a lot of work, which I'm really hoping I can get monetization on my new video, the new channel. It's funny because Tower Fantasy came out and I was getting much better viewership on my new channel, or my Tower Fantasy channel, the Brothers Grimm. But I was like, I'm not gonna like go crazy for monetization on these channels. But now I have a really big urge to achieve monetization on the channel, which to achieve monetization on a channel, you need 1,000 subscribers and I think it's 10,000 watch time. Watch time for me has always been easy to achieve. The issue is always subscribers, which is people being like, fuck it, I'm actually subscribe to your content, which should be easier to convince people of with, because of the fact that I'm only uploading like 1 or 2 videos a week. So it's not like a huge bombardment of your, of content on your on a video. But yeah, I really want to get monetization on the channel so that I can immediately, I don't know, like, because I have a thing that it's like I want to like take all of the monetary stuff and put it into a better graphics card PC or something, so that I can then perform and like show people a better VR experience. Because I'm already pushing it. Most people don't record VR in the way that I'm recording it, which was with a pulled back FOV, which causes you more strain on your PC. And there's a lot of like weird screen tearing that I'm hoping people don't hate. That makes the videos unwatchable. And a lot of that is like tweaking stuff and all that stuff. But yeah, let's go Blueberry back. Boom. I want to join. Sorry, I didn't see Bolty in time. But yeah, to me that's one of those things where like I have a fire under me that I really want to get those things done. But also those are bigger things. But yeah. Don't forget about Bolty. Thank you. Thank you guys. Again, I really do need to, I used to have a Google extension that I don't have anymore, that basically, they gave me the ability to go system overloaded. There we go. I used to have a Google thing that when you put Grin in the title, it will highlight your entire comment red, so I can really see it. And usually it's there when people are like talking to me specifically. That I don't have on this browser that I currently have, which I need to download. So, might be. Never ignore my previous comment. What was it? There are always weapon attachments, if I recall. Fluff says JFJ has a couple of videos worth highlighting from his time with Survival V1 V3. It looks quite fun and is possibly rated on stream. Oh, possibly rated on Steam. Okay, I'll have to look at it as soon as we get a minute. I was gonna do it then, but then both people were like, you left me behind. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'll get after it. But I appreciate the heads up, man. That's one of the things that I appreciate, because like, it's hard to describe, but like to me, like the whole VR thing, half of it is like I'm really into it, and then it's about how can I make others into it as much as I am. And the good news is that like unlike Tower Fantasy, there is like a community of people who do like VR. It's just about kind of trying to make it something that they enjoy. Granted, a lot of their videos are like Vanos type, goofy fun times type videos, which is good, but yeah, it's a little different from what I'm doing, which might be a go for me and in some ways against what I'm doing, but we'll see. What's good, like and throw? It's been a hot minute. Lycanthrope says, online at this hour? Well, yeah, man, we're streaming at 1 p.m. most days now. Except for Tuesday, I think. Tuesday, we'll just keep it at 5 p.m. Just to, that way, if there's anyone who has any, like, bleed over where they're like, I was conditioned and used to 5 p.m., I can tell them in that stream, it's 1 p.m. now. So that we can have some turnover rate. Also, it's nice. I will say, streaming at 5 p.m. makes me feel like I have more of a full day, which is weird, because I think usually, like, basically we stream 1, and then because we stream at 1, I have more energy, so we tend to stream longer. But then, as soon as 5 hits, I usually have to go exercise, and then at that point, my day is basically kicked, so I have to wake up early and do more. So yeah, I'm forcing myself to become a morning person, which is not going particularly well, but we're trying. We're trying. Lone says, wait, why are we doing this? Because this is already 100%. Shouldn't we do the mission instead? Which mission? What am I doing? Am I missing something? What happened? What mission? Lone. Never ignore my previous comment. What was it? What was your previous comment? Never mind. Never mind my previous comment. I was about to say, that's not like Lone to be like, you ignored me, fuck you. That's not right. That's not my boy. What happened? Bodhi says, you get currency by submitting those points, I think, Lone. Yeah, before we start the next thing, let me make sure we're all on the same page, because I'm not sure about that. Also, somebody, that looks like some sort of special, thing. It looks like a C5 or a C6 Lyra with a weird animo sign on the character. Oh god. And one of these. Oh no, Goblin. Oh, I just fucking completely took away. God, I'm the worst. Wow, hey, don't give up. What's this game? This is Tower Fantasy, Lycanthrope. It's an MMO kind of Genshin anime gacha kind of type game. It's got a ton of end game. I feel like for a lot of people, they're kind of like game away from Genshin, which for me, it's just my Genshin. It's my game away from VR, I guess. It's turning what it's turning into. But yeah, I hope you can tune into the Monday stream. Apparently, Lycanthrope on YouTube, because we're gonna play a VR game with a lot of melee brutal fun. Hopefully. Unless it just breaks, but we'll see. Hopefully it works. Yeah. I'm surprised you haven't seen this game, Lycanthrope, though. Interesting. Interesting. This, drop one of these, do some of this. This. Oh, it's not ready. It's not back. I don't know what all those circles are. All right, what Lone was something about story, or is that what you were saying? Never mind too. What are you saying? What are you saying? Oh, I gotta stretch, ladies and gentlemen. This is your reminder to stretch. Ah, my spine. Oh, I'm doing nothing. But I'm following. Hey, Lycanthrope, do you know of something called yerba mate tea? You thought I was gonna put it away? I was not. Do you know about it? It's a tea. I'm not sure if you're a tea person, but yes. Lone says, I'll be back. Got it. Oh, wait. Unless it's gonna be more than 10 minutes, in that case, we might do one run without you. Raynade says, man, that takes a little while. Yeah, man, it's not, even with, like, easy, still a lot, which is good. You always like to see events that just get perpetually more hard, even on the not hard version. It's great. Love it so much. Oh, I see what Lone's saying. So we're doing this to get cells, but cells aren't worth shit. Ah, I see what Lone's saying. That makes sense. So we shouldn't be doing this because we already have all the power cells. Unless they sell power cells here, right? No, but I think maybe what Bolty was saying was that there might be some inherent quests in here that we need to do, like, yeah, upgrade any weapon to level 2. We did that. Challenge the event. Difficulty 2 times. What challenge? instance on the challenging difficulty 2 times. So we need to beat the hard mode twice. We need to beat the normal mode 5 times. I see. What is this? Upgrade a weapon to level that. Yeah. Defeat Vera region world bosses. We can also try to do that. World bosses seems good. I just don't know. World boss doesn't seem to give you much of anything. Except maybe this as well. But we do have a little bit. So what should I buy with it? Nucleus. Bang. 2 wishes. First thing to buy. Cloak. I think. Never mind drone. It said drone. We have a whole ass drone now. What does it do? I don't know. Is it good? I don't know. Hopefully. I think this is the one thing that we can get, which is a Fortress Tactical Eye. Oh, eyepiece? Shit. Begin phase 3 of the event and redeem at least 15k unlocks. I see. So we need to like. How much is that? Is that all of the quest shit? I got number 2 done. I only have world bosses to do, and then we have the hardest challenge one. Actually, we might, if we spend more of our points, we might be able to unlock that. Radiant says, also, world bosses give 500 of the things. Yeah, Radiant, if you want to go on the world chat and yell at me when there's one that we can go do, or even just pioneer us going to do one of the world bosses, that's game, because I need to kill 2 of them. So we need to do that at some point anyway. But there's also some of the times when you're like at the world chat, no one wants to bite. But real quick, before we start another one, let me, we should probably grind out the small ones first, and then we'll do the big ones. What are we going to do? Just want to see, we'll buy this, I think. Did I spend enough? I did not. Alright, fuck it. Let's go. And we'll do the easy match, and then we'll do hard. We'll try to do hard twice. I think we can do it. It's just going to take a long time. It's fine. We still get currency by submitting. Oh, wait, what? Oh, is that why it says 50k? Okay, so we should just grind out the thing then. What did it say? Because we're waiting on people. Also, can we cancel the thing and get loan back? Cancel. Hopefully we're not waiting a millennia.
That's a telegraph message.
Yes, about 125 years ago, Samuel Morse invented the telegraph. A way to
So when we hand in these, we get currency as well, but it says to get the special visor, which is going to give us a boost in our damage. Begin phase 3. So are we there? Phase 3 is ready to rip? I think we're at phase 3. Does it mean complete phase 3? I don't know. We're just going to keep grinding. We're just going to keep grinding. We need to get that visor loan. Yeah, click turn in, I mean, oh, for all the cells, and you get a little bit of currency from that? Gotcha. Raidnate says, oh yeah, Grin, did you do the Abyss story stuff? I don't think so. I'll keep an eye. I don't think so, Raidnate. What is it? The Abyss story. If it's a new like area, no, I haven't done it. I've been really like, I really like Tower Fantasy, but like, I don't know. I'm trying not to waste this like content resurgence in my emotional state where I'm like, yeah, let's fucking do it. Let's make this. I think this is unique and interesting. I hope other people like it. Like, I haven't had this in a good bit and I don't want to waste it, but at the same time also I do want to keep grinding Tower Fantasy. But then there are games like fucking Warhammer which are great as well. And yeah, so it's complicated. It's a complicated time right now. Hopefully the new year will be simpler. Hopefully. Oh. Alone says, I have returned. What we need to get we need to what do you call it, to get the cells give us currency, and we need to spend 15k currency in order to get you know, the armor slot that we can't, I think that's what that is, the armor slot that we don't have access to get a slot for, which is like your headpiece, weirdly enough, like your glasses. Well, apparently that's in the event, and I haven't seen any of those thus far, so I think that's probably one of the only ways. Also, it's legendary, so that's just nice. But yeah, to get a good visor, I think would be a pretty good idea. Do 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 do. Also, does anyone know when the next banner is? Usually it's like right around the 2-week mark of a character being about to leave that we get news, and then following that for last week, it's where it comes out, right? Rainy says, cause there's a new world boss in the abyss. Oh. Oh. That's why everyone's over there. Well, I should be able to ping to you, right? And then you go we kill the world boss that way? I don't think you, maybe you're limited. I wouldn't see that. I couldn't see that being the thing, but maybe. I could see them being like, no, you can still, with your friend, you can go ahead and do that. Ow. Also, I've unfortunately lucked out on so much health for my character. My character is like a weird fire tank build, and I did not intend for it to be the case. Just the fortunate perk rolls of my somewhat okay fire relics are all also health, which is not a bad problem, but you know, could have been damage, which would have been preferable. Oh, I can't heal you yet, Bolty. Not Bolty, it was fucking, goddammit, Max. I'm trying to hit the button, I think it worked, I just couldn't tell because of fucking laggy hell. Anyway, we're getting lit up. Sweetie is not very sweet, alright. Boom! No! Also, don't you get currency also from like opening chests? So couldn't you just grind chests? I feel like it's just, I'm not sure if it's probably not as consistent. Oh, but you're all double dipping and probably getting currency for your for Vera as well, so could be worth. Could be worth it. Also, Long, how was that anime you started? You finished the monster high school male nurse thing, that one, and then there was another one I thought you were telling me about that you're starting. Also, how is Chainsaw Man? Because I've heard people say it's great. My brother, she said, like, I'm not sure if it's my cup of tea. He watched the first episode and he thought, fucking goddamn, it's so good. And to me, I don't know, I just think I like it just because, yeah, I love, the clips that I see of it look so good. Also, dude, my god, I watched a clip of Welcome to Demon School Irmika in this game, a couple days ago, this week, and oh my god, Clara is still so unrefutably best girl. It's not even close. It's not even close, dude. Okay. Yeah, it pisses me off that, like, I feel like the designers of Welcome to Demon School Irmika might be doing this bullshit where Clara is becoming like the maternal fucking big sister type, and I'm like, fuck off, dude. No, but then it gives me hope because there's this moment where Clara, in a weird way, in season 2 or 3, is representing kind of like Irmika getting a childhood again by like playing and like showing him this weird like candy cane world type thing. But there's a moment where like Irmika looks up at Clara and for the first time sees like a fucking, sounds funny, but like a MILF basically, like a maternal person. And I was like, yes, yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Rainade says, killing enemies gives you cells too. Oh, okay. Huh. Just in Vera or in any place? Let's see, how much cells? Did we get 100 cells for doing that? How much currency do we get for passing in one stack of 100? We get 100 out of a total of that. Okay. How much do we get from killing an animal? I think we're best just doing the fast run. Just a quick run. I think. Bodhi says, yes! Clara, dude. Fucking Clara. Oh, God. The fact that Bolty is watching Demon School, I'm just so hyped because he's also seems like he's on Cloud 9. So I'm like, fucking let's go. I can't wait. He's making me think that this season is going to be fucking amazing. And it looks great. Yes, Clara, you finished that one. No, I haven't. I watched it. I just keep watching clips that Crunchyroll Dubs puts out, and then I like go even further down the rabbit hole. So yeah, but just chipping away at like little bits. So I can't wait to watch the whole season. But man, I can't wait. To me, it's just like, again, to me, it's frustrating because I think it's probably gonna end with the whole like Irumaka becomes Demon King, but what do you call it? Demon School is written by a woman speculatively, so maybe it's not going to be the harem archetype, although maybe it is because Irumaka is just kind of like a charming dude or whatever. I don't know, but I really don't like the fact that like they keep pushing this big tall demon lady, which is awesome, but just I fucking hate it. Okay, because Clara's so great. We know Clara's all in. We know Clara's fucking all in. Okay. And it bothers me. I have not gotten so invested in like a stupid, dumb, what's it called, romance bullshit in a show that is like, it's not even near the focal point at all. But to me, it's just, there's not many characters in many shows that are like Clara, which is just like a high energy weirdo, which is done so well in the show. And maybe it's because I have like fond memories of like female friends when I was younger being exactly that, just like Energizer bunnies of goofy weirdness. But yeah, Bodhi says, romance is war, Grin. And Clara, kill that person. Kill that giant demon thing. Although it's funny because like I think most people are in the other camp because people are thinking with their giblets and not their heart. Okay, but yeah, they're like the Irumaka's romance is like a powerful, tall, big-thighed, fucking Giga Chad lady, etc. And Irumaka is kind of a soft boy, etc. So to me, I'm kind of like, I know most people probably like, I like the student council president. She's more of a woman and she's like this and that. And I'm like, fucking, you know nothing. You know nothing, okay? Lone says, well, I started unfinished. Oh my God, I'm getting lit up. Oh, it's hard to read chat and do 3 things at once. I finished Life with an Ordinary Guy Who Reincarnated. Oh yeah, that was the one you were reading. How is that, Lone? Because I heard a lot of people talk about that because it was kind of just a like nostalgic's the wrong word. Kind of like just a thing basically, like a really weird premise of like a bromance that maybe blossoms into something. I don't know. Lone, I want to ask you about the anime actually. Does it do that? Does it like actually go against the grain and be like, well, actually? Everyone's sexuality is kind of on a spectrum in a lot of ways. Or does it go like, no, they're always it's always an ongoing joke of like, stop it, don't do it, don't succumb. I don't know what it would be. Lone says, do you not like student camp? No, that's the thing. That's kind of what I'm also talking about. Is I think like in any other show that didn't have Clara, I guess that's my thing. I like the student council president archetype in shows. Like again, that's why I think the show I like a lot is Witchcraft Works. It's just like this. It's basically a gender reversal of like the knight that princess carries the girl and all these things, except it's like a dude, and instead of it being a knight, it's a mage. It's a girl who's like this giant, tall as shit, thick person who's basically like coddling this dude, which is just is an interesting story. But I think more than I like the childhood, more than I like the student council archetype, I like the childhood friend, which is a person who like genuinely knows you, can make you laugh, sincerely wants to be around you, and enjoys being around you, and also is attracted to you, etc. So that's the archetype that I find more endearing. But I do like both. But I think that's the one that edges out in a big way. I think Clara is the antithesis of like a person that I heard this said on a podcast, and maybe this is not the right way to phrase it, but there's like the people that you're attracted to, and then there's the people that you would look at and think they'll be a great mom. They'd be a great mom. They'd be a great wife. They'd be a great this and that. You know. Then there's people who are like, you're kind of impressive and interesting and unique, but not sure if I want to build a life with you. And to me, Clara is literally that character. And it's funny because in Welcome to Demon School, Irmika, there's a moment in the very beginning where Clara has like this weird infatuation with like this story of like a home wrecker, basically. So like she's the wife, and Azith role plays the person that my husband's cheating on me with, and she goes all into it. And it's like, I wonder if this is like hinting at the weird dichotomy of Welcome to Demon School Irmika, where it's not quite a harem, it's just this weird kind of relationship. That's why I feel like it seems like it's queuing up. Where Clara is like the wife and the loving person, but then Irmika is the student council president, maybe works alongside Irmika, therefore is like this weird tension all the time. I don't know, but that seems like what it's kind of getting after. I'm not sure if I like that as much, because it seems like a little bit like, yeah, a little NTR-y. No good, you know. Bodhi says, I'm at episode 3 or so. Nice. Yeah, what do you call it, man? How is it, by the way? The thing that worries me about the second season is I'm not sure if I'll like the pink-haired girl, because she kind of falls into that archetype of like, I'm a bitch. I'm a bitch because bitches, basically. And I'm like, oh. Raidnate says, I should leave. Raidnate says, also, the next banner is on the 22nd. It is currently December 11th. We got a good bit. We got a good bit left still. Is that coming out like right around Christmas? Maybe. Lone says, do you like the student council peasant grin? It was funny. And it's an ongoing joke. Okay, gotcha. But at the ending, do they like? Is it a thing where it's just like, you know what? Love is love. If I happen to have this interest now, I can change. Or is it always one of those things where it's like, no, I hate this part of me that is happy and is not hurting anybody. I don't know. Or is it like a kind of a mixture of like, no, it's like if you yourself were not attracted to XYZ, but everything in the universe was still pushing you towards him, that feels a little rapey. That feels like a little not so good. That feels a little like, ugh. I'm gonna keep buying stuff until we can get even near this. I think has anyone done the math of what spending 15K is? Is it buying everything in the shop or what? Because golly. I'll buy that. I'll buy the dust is not as valuable as the shards. I'll buy this. I'll buy this. There we go. Again and again and again we run in this cycle. Lone says, Witchcraft Works was great. Need to read the manga for that too. Yeah, man. That's one of those ones that to me falls into this weird category of like, I hope for the love of God it gets dubbed, or even just like more seasons. I probably won't, but you know, like to me, there's two anime that I think I would love, but I just don't think there's a world that they exist in. Like I've completely given up hope on them. One of them is Hitman Reborn, which is like a notorious weird show, but it plays with the mafia idea of like family and like misfits and you work like watching out for each other and your friends taking care of you and stuff like that. Which to me I think is beautiful, and I think it's why Bleach and stuff like that are also so iconic, is because it kind of messes with that. Like I think even in Bleach there's a scene of like all your bros wearing like ties, like clean ass suits, going to go fuck shit up, and there's something about that that's like, yeah, fuck yeah, dude, that I deeply enjoy, and unfortunately it's one of those shows that I don't know if will ever get dubbed or even get like a remake, because it does at this point it's getting a little old. And Witchcraft Works is in that category, but Witchcraft Works I think is only a matter of time now that Crunchyroll and Funimation have finally gotten merged. I think we're having a better chance of that actually happening. Although I don't know if Aniplex or whatever fucking has that too. God, I fucking hate Aniplex. They're the worst. Takes forever for them to dub anything, and it's always like, oh, fuck it. Never mind. Bolty says, no, I'm through all the episodes in Irmika. I mean, the Bro Saga. Oh, I said the Bro Saga, you're at episode 3. Gotcha. Is it, so you can speak to it too, Bolty. What is I'm not sure what the context of that could be. Also, I gotta get the hell out of here. We're gonna get smashed. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, I don't know what the dichotomy of it is. Is it like, I don't know. It's hard to describe. Basically, I'm hoping that it's all a happy ending, whatever it be. Dude Alone says, no, they are still like, we need to defeat the Demon Lord before we fall in love. Oh, I see, it's at the end. So it's a continual joke of like, no, bro, stop it. Stop it, world, please, no. But I think in the trailers I've seen, they're both into it in a weird, like, kind of passive way. Where they're like, oh no, blush. But then they're like, we can't, because, yeah. I'm like, oh, that feels sad a little bit. Where you're like, no, I can't be happy because, yes, my bro. Very weird show. All the time, oh god. And whap. Bolty said, before I fall in love with this guy is such a true statement for those. Is that what it is? Okay, so that's why to me I feel a little weird about it, is because I'm like, but if you love this person and you're not like, and your giblets are working in tandem, you know what I mean? Like you're feeling something, then yeah, I don't know. Do you mean I'm like, choose happiness, my guy, choose happiness, you know? I hope it ends with them being like, yeah, because how do you come back from that? Yeah, I don't know how you come back from that. How you're like, my bro that I love so much, and then in a fantasy world we loved so much. Let's go back to the human world and forget this all happened. Like, what? It just seems like, no. This is some sort of closeted thing, you know what I mean? But that's, man, yeah. Oh, also, what do you call it? I watched episode 1 of the acclaimed Dragon Prince, which Nub has been on me to watch. And I think it was fine. I thought episode 1 was fine. I haven't watched the whole show. I just watched episode 1. Episode 1 was, I enjoyed Callum, the way everyone had the beauty slider maxed the fuck out in season 3. Like, Callum finally has not, like, the most bushy hair you've ever seen. He looks kind of like a Giga Chad. I will say, I understand where, like, Nub is coming from, even within the first episode, which is all I've seen, which is they take away the cute sounding Irish girl type thing, type girl elf, and that's not okay, because that was such a goddamn hot commodity, especially where there's no shows that do that. So yeah, that's unfortunate. I agree, that's a shame. But and I could hate it, but we'll see. It does seem like it's, how do I put it? You know when you watch a season of a show and you're like, I don't know if this needed to exist. You know? It feels kind of, and I rarely feel that way, but it feels kind of like that. I'm like, okay. All right. Yeah. Maybe it gets better, but it does feel like it's fine, but I'm not sure if it needed to exist. Yeah. Lone Singer says, basically the girl who's the guy can charm the other dude or anyone, and that can completely ignore all sense of reason. Alter your way of thinking, even though someone who wouldn't be into them if they are charmed can alter someone's preference. So the show is inherently a little bit sus, a little bit R-wordy. You know what I mean? Huh. Or manipulative. It's salty at worst. Anyways, but I take it she doesn't know how to do it, or is she intentionally doing it to the dude, or is she like, oh, I accidentally activated it? Ugh. Weird. I don't know how this is happening. I don't know how to handle the tone of the show. I'm sure it's funny, and I know it's just a show, so it can be whatever it wants. It can be jokey. Accidentally, because that's what's happening. So she's like, is it like a turning on and off thing? So he's not like, there's moments where he's like, I feel nothing towards you, yuck. And then only when the charm is activated does he feel something? Ugh. and the woman is still like unattractive to Harada, right? Dudes. So, I don't know. I had to sense that. The girl, the dude who is now now is not also still attracted to women still. Bodhi says, you'll have to watch it, says Lone saying it, but Bodhi says, they in short spend their entire life together until they're 30 or so. Oh, I see. So they're not just good friends, they're like fucking companions. Yeah, I feel like if you were the woman in this situation, it's a harder sell, but if you're the dude and you're the person you know you have a great relationship with, your best friends with, and now they're also someone that you could perceive as being attractive physically, maybe I'm the opposite. I don't know what a prude is. Maybe I'm too open-minded, but yeah, that's a stupid thing to say. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have to go quickly use the washroom. But we'll probably do a couple more runs of this, and hopefully we'll be able to buy some good shit, and we'll get after it that way. And if you guys want to go kill World Boss, we can do that too when I come back, whatever it be. Lone says, question, are we going to do the other event? What's the other event, Lone? I seen it in passing. Is it this? I accidentally hit matchmaking. I canceled it. What is this event, Lone? Could you describe it to me? Because I have no idea what it is. I just see it here, and it's like, it exists. I'm like, what? So, I'll be back. I'm back. Ooh, I need to slam my cough. I'm getting sleepy. Rainute says, so I'll be down. I haven't done the other event either, but the shop has 6 red nucleus. Okay, let's try it. I don't know what the hell this is. Matching. I don't know. Is it a co-op thing? Must be, because we have a full team. I hope it's co-op, unless I just left you guys all. Bodhi says, and the one, well, before that he says, they, in short, spend their entire life together in their 30s, and the one dude never gets any girls, and the other is a lady killer who isn't interested in women. Oh, okay. that's a really cool premise. Okay. So is the guy who never got any girls? Oh, shit. Start countdown. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if this is co-op. Are we doing co-op? I don't know what this is. There's no. Oh no, yeah, you're all here. Huh. Oh, it's one of those like you touch the ground. It's like Fall Guys. We playing Fall Guys. Yeah, is that what this is? Okay, this is pretty dope. I know this is what I didn't know what this was. But is the guy who never gets the girls? Is he the one who gets turned into the girl? So, also, why am I a big mama? What's happening? Oh no, it's one of these. I see. Oh no, it's not. Sorry, we're just dissolving the world. Also, I guess you could play it real safe. Some people choose violence. Stop choosing violence! Okay. Oh no, I'm dead because of. Oh wait, I'm not dead. Whew. Oh no! Oh, god damn it. God damn it, god damn it. Oh. 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 Ugh. 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 No! Oh shit! No shit! Oh god damn it! I was doing so good. Oh, I was doing so good. I don't want to die. I just want to end it. I don't want to do it. I was doing so good. Ah, I was at the top still. I could have done better. Oh, sorry. So loud. Sorry. Oh. You can do it. I just gave up because I was like, fuck it, I've already lost. My soul hurt too much to continue. Both they killed me. Is that why y'all here too? Y'all do here? Yeah, it's funny because some of y'all were just haul ass, and then eventually I was like, oh, we shouldn't be running because we'll destroy the ground. And then there's still people like, fuck you, fuck all of you, die in a fire. So, but I didn't know those little bastards, little jack-in-the-boxes detonating that way. Okay, one of you should just die. I don't mean to say that. We're like, this guy has got all the real estate ever. And above him, they have all the, I feel like they gave us way too many tiles. Way too many tiles. It's a random person. Both killed you? They plotted against you? I got thick old mama over here. Y'all got this. Oh, I wish I got your guy alone. He's so much cooler than all this whamming that I got. I was 7th. Oh, but I wasn't first. Oh, I see. It's based on. I should have. Yeah, you should stick it out. You shouldn't just be like, fuck it, I'm done. Bulty gonna run over all those tiles. Yeah. Die. There's different players of Fall Guys. People who just try to play the game in their own world, their own space. And then other people who are like, nah, I'm killing everybody. And sometimes it changes given the day. Can we go again? Okay, no, we gotta wait until we're ready to rip. I can afford none of that. Oh, wait, what? Oh, shit. There's 6 things to get here. What, is this event gonna be over soon? Does it say when it's gonna be done? But no, I guess we'll grind this. Yeah, I didn't know that was 6 wishes there. Golly, it's the most I've ever seen in an event. No, usually there's 2, and then there's another event, or there's a part of the event, and then you get the other 2, or sometimes 3. So I guess that's right. It ends on the 21st. We got time. Thank you, Fluff and Rainy. Also, Fluff, I'm surprised you're still here. I thought you maybe would get tuned up. Bodhi says, the leg killed you at the end? Yeah. Definitely one of those issues with Fallout with games like this, where it's like all timing based. I wonder if this is the same. Yeah, it's always the same thing. Gotcha. Can I pick who I become? Everyone is a Lyra. Everybody. Oh, dude, this season pass is cosmetics for the dude. I think it looks pretty cool. The battle passes cosmetics for the dude looks pretty rad. I'm a bit jealous. I think I'm not sure if I will or not. I feel like I probably should because of Lyra. I just don't think I haven't played enough to grind up my battle pass. Or to grind up the battle pass to the end point, you know? We'll see. But I like the look of the dude, the armor on the dude. I don't know what the woman's equivalent looks like. I imagine better, but yeah. Here we go. Let's roll. Oh, I'm tiny, queen. All right. Oh, God. Ugh. Stop it. Stop it. Go the other way. Go the other way. God damn it. You son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Okay. Shit! God damn it! There's always one damn. I fall all the way fucking straight to the bottom. God damn. At least you can double jump. I didn't know you could double jump. I was like, how do you guys make these fucking jumps? You can't dodge though. You run like a fucking asshole. No movement at all. I wonder if my tiny little legs make an impact.
That's a telegraph message.
Yes, about 125 years ago.
I'm using a female drip for from the pad. Oh, is that what it is? Is that you look more militarized? Yeah, because the dude equivalent looks more like kind of like a nice wasteland. I remember it being.
First message sent over 40 miles of wire was poison and God wrought.
Although there still hasn't been many cosmetics for the dudes to me that makes. I don't really know what you would use though. Like I feel like what most people want in their like male character is not the same with. Am I the first to go out? Yeah. No, I'm really. I need to not like just die. I always like when I start to fall. I don't like have a third plan to like fall onto another thing. But yeah, I was about to say the what people like on their female characters. I don't think there's a correlation with what they like in their male characters. Like I think if a dude there was a skin where like it changed your arm into some sort of like disgusting demon arm, I think people would be like that that I want. Or there was like a helmet that made you like have a beautiful like Dark Souls 3 helmet where it's just like crazy, the iconic like knight's helmet shrouded in shrapnel kind of thing. I think people would be in. But yeah, what do you call it? The female ones have always been crazily stacked in Tower Fantasy. I don't know if one's beaten the Tifa skin thus far. That's all maybe because we're all perverts, but I don't know. Also, I wanted to check out this game Fluff yelled at me about. Now that we have a minute. A nice scroll far enough forward to find a survivor that. Scroll back down to the chat. So I should pause my stream so it's not eating away my processing power. Alright, survival. Survive VR 3. Okay, looks a little gritty. That's fine. Ooh, there's zombies and shit. But it's for the Oculus though. But it is co-op, so that's probably why it looks a certain kind of way, because it has limitations on processing power. It looks quite good. I want to look at I'll show you guys in a minute if I can find a video of it that shows. No, I don't think I can show you that. I'll just take gameplay. We can download save files, that's nice. Interesting. It kind of looks a little scuffed, but I kind of think that's the whole point of like VR in a lot of ways. Things look a little rough, but this is what I'm looking at. It's different looking. Looks a little rough, but yeah, you got like guns. You can play with people. You all look dirty. You all look hella dirty. Melee dissolves into this, which every VR game does. I better be careful because it looks like an edited video. It's not just raw gameplay. So you can attach mods to your guns. Yeah, I think this is the thing. It looks a little like there's a game called what was it called? There's a game back in the day. I forget what it was called. It was. Let's start up another thing here. I can't think of what it's called. It was like it's this game where like it was gratuitous in a way. You can like piss on shit. You can throw on stuff. It was a first-person game. Had that kind of same janky. Yeah, a little bit like 7 Days to Die is a similar art style too. Mayhem. I don't know what it's called. But yeah, it looks good. It looks like a game that you could like. Again, the issue with those games, I think, is I think like visually it's weird until it's not. So if you can fall into the immersive feeling of that world, which is pretty easy to do. So you just amp up sound, fade in. You're pretty in the thing. You have like a reset. But us just looking at it from going to like Tower Fantasy from that, maybe a little polarizing. But I think if you were able to go into them, then you'd be much more immersed in the world, I guess. No one says, I want nice loan. I didn't see. Sorry, I was copying my own shit. Fluff said, and Boldy's like, lag keeps killing you. Yeah. Fluff says, if I recall, it's developed by a very small team, if not like 1 or 2 people. That makes sense. But Fluff, that's the thing that makes me so excited excited and frustrated. Where like a game like that, co-op, you're doing co-op, you're actually attacking enemies, things are happening in somewhat real time. Why have we not gotten like a real time, that kind of game, I guess. That type of like real time type situation. Oh God. Okay, I think I'm fucked because y'all fucking killed me. Oh. Trying to carpet bomb this area. I just want a chunk to survive on. I need to get to a place that I can actually move. No, I fucked up. I fucked up again. I always fuck up. Oh, wait. Holy shit. Let's go. Let's go. We've killed each other like monsters. Oh, fuck. Oh, God damn it. Oh, we're both dead. We're both dead. No, no, shit, no, no, oh, man. Wait, we can come back. Wow. Maybe not. Where is the jump point? Fuck off. Fuck off. Don't do it. That might have helped me. God damn it, it went away. Shit, no, I'm the worst at this. I hate me. Ah, the first out again. Oh. Oh, damn, the stream crashed. Is it still crashed or did it bounce back? Why can't I pause my thing? Fuck off then. There. Is the stream still crashed? Failed to load. I don't think the stream crashed. Twitch crashed. Okay, good. We're back. Twitch shit itself, which has been happening all week apparently. God damn it, Twitch. Oh, but that's what I was saying, Fluff. I was saying I'm super excited. I'm also worried that it hasn't happened yet. With the excessive VR chat, with the success of Half-Life Alyx and Boneworks and shit like that, to me, I don't know why there hasn't been somebody who has pioneered even just like not like massively cooperative, but like even like a 2-player or 3-player co-op experience on the level of like a Half-Life Alyx. Like there was that moment when we were on like a broken out building and we outlooked like a sunset whilst also outlooking like being in a city essentially, so like a cul-de-sac, I guess, where like you could see many other houses, many other buildings, all destroyed. Like if you and your friend could go explore that world, that'd be insane. And yeah, if you had co-op physics in that same world, that'd be nuts. Which to me, I'm hoping that Boneworks kind of does that, creates like a kind of like a physical or like a cooperative experience that you can do with your friends. Because yeah. But then it would also be cool to see those same people that made Boneworks pioneer take their physics engine, which is already good enough, and develop what could only be described as like an open world insert whatever game, an open world medieval game, an open world magic game, an open world post-apocalyptic thing. God damn, Lone's crushing. God damn it, Lone, you're making so much money. Oh, I wasn't last. I was close, but still. I say we got 1,000 Lone. You got 1,000 points. God damn! I even have great ping. I can't even blame it on that. I'm just falling apart. Yeah. Oh, let me catch up. Was that? Two people and likely use some bot assets, but it looks like a really good time. Yeah, it's also there's just no co-op experiences within VR, which to me is like the most successful VR game is a co-op game. It's a co-op VR game. It's VR chat. It's free also, which helps. Raynade says stream died. Fluff says probably because VR development, let alone the community as a whole, is still very niche, especially when the latest hardware is 3 times the cost of the console. or as expensive as a solid gaming PC. Well, that's why to me, like things like Boneworks and stuff like that, Bone Lab shows that you can have a pretty compelling experience with basically the equivalent of a console's cost. In fact, less money than a console. Well, depending on where you live, but yeah. Recently, though, Sony bumped up the PS4's hardware to $500. So for Canadian, that's excessively more money, way more money. And VR, I think, was $300, and they bumped up to like $4 something. So yeah, but yeah, you still would do. But also, to me, it's one of those things where like you don't need, if they can get to the point where they can really nail the like processor of the VR headset and the processing load of using a PC, even an average Joe Schmo laptop or PC, to kind of share the workload, then I think that would, because most people have a PC. Most people have a PC or something. So yeah. But yeah, I will say that makes sense that that's a niche. But to me, what doesn't make sense, Fluff, is that more companies are still developing VR experiences backed by lots of money, but still keep making the same type of game, which is like a linear one-shot experience, which some people could say, oh, that's the VR's strongest state, is the fact that it's so immersive. And I'm like, yeah, but also no. It's unless you're doing like the realistic gritty shit, like into the abyss, whatever it's called, Into the Rift, I don't know, whatever it's called, like that one realistic gun game I was telling you guys about. Yeah, unless you're doing that, then I think the strongest aspect of VR is connection. Stream had a second of buffering on my end, but it was that was it. And unfortunately, VR development likely requires far less working from home to get anything AA quality. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Because it's interesting, because we'll see in a few years if that's correct, because I think it could be, but I don't know. Because when I look at things like Bone Lab, that's what I mean. So if Bone Lab can produce some pretty interesting experiences, and I think the devs of Bone Lab are actually going to start to work on making like tools for the community in a better way. So I think they're going to make a co-op mod essentially, and yeah, I wonder how that's going to look in a few years, if that's going to be good or not. You'd hope it'd be good. You'd hope like if they can create like in the Boneworks Bone Labs engine, make something compelling, then that could be actually interesting, you know. But we'll see. It's kind of like one of those things where like I hope it's good.
That's a telegraph message.
Yes, about 125 years ago, Samuel Morse invented the telegraph, a way to send code messages.
Also, I didn't mean this dude are playing a very cordial game. I don't think it's any of you guys.
First message sent over 40 miles of wire was, "What has God wrought?" The telegraph was, and still is, wonderful.
Oh God, yep, this is where I die. Sorry, my man. Like, get away from me. Oh, fuck. Shit. I keep getting a little too patient. Now I gotta start charting my course. Oh, you can get a little more time out of your blocks like that. Sorry guys, I'm really in the zone. I would like to get some points. I'm sure there's somebody above me killing it. Crushing. But I'm enjoying this right now. Those milliseconds be helping. This is rough. I'm in the zone.
The code was made by using different clicks.
How long does this gotta go on? I can't see my situation, so I don't know if how bad it is. All right, Blueberry, you fucking asshole, you fucking dickhead. Well, great. I'm at the last chunk. Blueberry, I'll never forgive you. I won! Never mind. Oh, Blueberry. Blueberry, did you kill yourself, Blueberry? What happened? How did I win? How did I win at all? Did you jump to your death? Or what happened? Or did you also fall off? Wait, there was still someone up? Why, did you jump down? You thought I died? I was up there. Or was there someone above me? Or did you think I fell to my death, but you jumped down? I thought we were 1v1. I won one. Let's go. Feels good. Let's see if we can buy anything. Yeah, you don't really feel much until you actually win anything. Until you actually, yeah, make it. I got some wishes. Only some. This is also worth getting, yeah. It helps you buy like a special gem, a card, or whatever they're called. Looks like I'm sleeping. Going to bed. There is another event we could do too. What event is that, Bolty? Let me see. Catch one chat. Alone says, I don't know how I'm winning considering the fact I never won at Fall Guys. Yeah. Fall Guys is where like people who are obsessed with winning go to win. Okay. Flo says it helps that VR chat has the metaverse sort of game where it has the game and experience built within. It's the VR equivalent of a Second Life in many ways, but are virtually sandboxes that will allow near limitless potential. Yeah, exactly. Like it's kind of like that's why Boneworks to me also seems like nice because it has the physics engine, but then hopefully modders and they seem like they're holding true with their promise about like building out the mod tools for their community, which could be really cool. So if they can make like the big things like the co-op servers and all that stuff, and all that stuff, and then they could like enable the tools that modders can go buck wild on, then that could be cool. Like you'd like, oh, we developed and designed a bunch of trees. We developed and designed a system of putting mods on your weapon, you know, things like that. And then the community can just dig into what that could be, you know. Fluff says, I imagine Meta hasn't been positive example for VR development software-wise. Hardware-wise, they've been good with the Meta Quest and the Quest Pro, and to the extent of Quest Pro, I think exactly. To me, if Meta wants to show like that they're good for the community, I think they need to back, and I think they have. There's like a notorious thing within development of VR games right now, where if every VR company is being bought up by Meta, like everyone. If you made like a shitty indie game that had anything to do with exercise, you're bought up immediately. And my only thing is that I think Meta and like Mark Zuckerberg don't know. I don't know if Facebook has ever really known gaming stuff. I think they're trying to get into it with streaming and stuff like that, but I still think they would rather not do that. But we'll see. I think in maybe a year we'll see what Meta has been cooking up, because frankly Meta has basically enabled Bone Lab. So I wonder if they just bought it as it was almost done. I don't know. We'll see. Fluff says game development in general suffers from the lockdown and remote working. It goes much smoother when everyone can just take a short walk over to their coworkers rather than have all being relegated to their own PC. Well, I hear mixed things, Fluff. I hear people say that they work more efficiently. I think it depends on your job. If your job is heavily collaborative, then yes, I can see that being pretty tough. But if your job is also something that A lot of it you are just doing, like, if you're 3D modeling character designs and there's a lot of trust within you developing that character's armor, 3D model, whatever, I think then everything in sequence. But yeah. Anyways, I best go to sleep before my shift ends tonight. Might end up as yet another solo night, as the new guys haven't been super reliable so far. But I'm not going to put my job on the line for theirs. Exactly, yeah, exactly. Be just do your best. Yeah, but don't overwork yourself either. Make sure your company is being accountable for the fact that your company needs to hire more people. But he says, wait, there was still someone up. I thought it was 1v1. No one says Bolty be sabotaged. Yeah, man. I was doing so good. I was like, hey, look at me. Figured out my strat and then just dead. Murdered. Many times.
That's a telegraph message.
Alright, guys, I think this is going to be the last one before we have to end it. So this is for all the marbles.
Samuel Morse invented the telegraph.
And then your boy is off to finish editing a share Grant video so that I can watch more anime.
For each letter of the alphabet.
Great sentence.
Message sent over 40 miles.
Bolty says, I was way up too, but then I saw you at the very end and just went for yeah, I'm about to say, I feel like one of those things where you're like, fuck it, I'll throw. And then you try to, but did you actually die on purpose, or did you like try to fuck me over, and then by fucking me over, we split, and then you had less ground to walk on than I did, therefore you fell. I don't know. Or were you like, fuck it, I'll die. I will say, I guess Big Mama is actually, like, to me, I find she's a better person to play. Also, that person looks great. Cyan, bikini, god dang. Also looks kind of like Tifa. Lone says, I'ma start love after world domination. Yeah, man, you've been burning through anime, Lone. Jesus Christ. I've been there. Everyone goes through those moments where, like, I'm ready. Oh, I want to play this one. This one's great. Fuck, this guy gets crazy jumps. That's not even normal. Lone? Civility. Okay, civility. Chill. Oh, I fucked up. I fucked up so badly. No. Not like this. Not like this. Not like this. Go. Go. Okay. No more jump pads. No more jump pads. That's awesome. That's a really cool mechanic. I like that a lot. Or if you fuck up bad, you're like, nah, you can be the guy who takes all the second chances, unfortunately.
The code was made by using different clicks for each letter of the alphabet.
Fuck.
First message sent over 40 miles of wire was, what has God wrought? The telegraph was, and still is, wonderful.
Shit. Okay. I don't know how good this jump is. It's gonna be. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Shit. No. I was doing so good. Stop it. Stop it. Good. What was it? Don't. Leave my world alone. I don't think there's many people still up, so I think I'm actually doing surprisingly well.
That's a telegraph telegraph message.
Yes.
Shit.
125 years ago, Samuel Morse invented the telegraph.
Go jump. Shit.
Over an electric wire. The code was made by using different clicks for each letter of the alphabet. First message sent over 40 miles of wire was, "What hath God wrought?" The telegraph was, and still is, wonderful.
There's still a lot below me. Me and Raiden are Goblin or Max. So many names. Don't know if I can make those jumps below. Ooh, Max! How could you? Come on! No! Shit, okay, wait. Oh, Max. Max, chill. Chill. I don't know if you can jump twice. Ah, damn it! Damn it! There's no jump point. Oh, this is where we call it. What's a pill? Yeah, well, I'm already dead. I'm already dead. Hopefully, I'm second place. Stop it! What is pill? Oh, pill is speedy. Okay. Max is trying to kill my side. I can tell. Alright, Max. I choose death. I choose violence. Let's go. Oh, Max, no! I've been there. Wait, you got a fucking jump pad, you crazy bastard? Okay, now I just need to survive. Playing the mean game. I said this is all for all the marbles, okay? Max has got a lot of chips down there, though. I'm not sure that's gonna be. I got a lot here too. Oh, Max is up here though with me. Max got that fucking plenty jump pads. God damn. There's some motherfucker above me, isn't there? Who is all the way up at the top? I am a second place. Oh, I wasn't. Oh, I fucking hate it. I call bullshit. I wasn't in the fucking area, dude. Lone was at the top. Where were you, Lone? I didn't see you at all. You must have been still like sitting pretty at the top, just pecking away. Raina says, no, I got stuck on the on one of the layers. That was super surprisingly fun. Yeah, man, that was a fun event. That was good. I was surprised too. Fall Guys to me is always one of those things where like, God damn it, you always get like trolled. But the fact that they have those jump pads, it can give you like a second redemption. It keeps you in the fight, and that makes it feel pretty engaging still. I'm gonna go run around. Actually, I said I'll just do beacons. I'll just do beacons. Owen says, I was on like the third layer of the tiles. The very top, you mean? Way above me? That's funny because it's one of those times where like, do you really want to like grind out this whole thing? Like you're like, I'm second place. I don't want to sit here and wait until we both just like outlive each other. It just takes too long. Which is why I think it'd be cool if like when you're the last two alive, if they gave you more jump pads to like jump on top of each other and like try to destroy the other's area. And you try to prep for that. We got this. We'll buy the rest of the things. I thought I claimed all that. No, that's fun though. That's pretty easy to get all the coins too. So yeah, we need to get this, and then for the other event, which will go away, I think much faster. Yeah, this will go away in one day. Has anyone done the math and seen how much we need to get the last one? This? Because I think this is gonna be pretty valuable. Unless I misunderstand what this is. Oh, maybe I am. Yeah, okay, maybe it's not necessary then. Collect 40 of these. Huh. A new creation from the thing. What does it do? Collect 40 of these to do the thing. Doesn't it tell you what it's meant to do? Okay, never mind. That may not actually be necessary. I thought that was, we have a slot though. I don't think we have filled yet on our armor. The visor. That's not where that goes, right? Really? Rainy says Lone OP. Yeah, Lone's got that patience game. I was, Lone says I was on the 3rd floor. You guys left a bunch of tiles up there. Well, yeah, all it takes is one little fuck up of a jump and you slip and fall to your death. Yeah, we also got this one to fill up. So it keeps telling me to enhance. Oh, also we got some new things, right? We did the event today, or the raid. Not raid, what it's called. Health, that, no. We have this. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay. Let's see, boys. Will it go in the fire? Fully thinned. Hup. Ah. It didn't go into anything but HP, which I already, the other ones do a lot. Okay. Well, all right. 69 with a bunch of health. What is the alternative? So where's the alternative? This is, no, it's this one. Fire, frost. Physical? That one has attack. Fine, we'll keep the other one. Now is it? Now we got pants. We have flame. Okay amount of flame here? No. This? Any flame here? No. Feels bad. Feels really shit, actually. Well, it's what it is. I still need to buy one of these. Also, that reminds me. I don't know if I did my daily. I've been really slacking, so I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, no, I must have. I must have bought my upgrade ascension material. Yeah, I did. Okay, good. Thought I was slacking. I still am, but yeah. Also, I'm sitting on like what is it? 14,000 of the gold currency, which I should just get, but I just haven't made a point to do it. What am I looking at? Not that. It was I thought there was something here where you could buy like a special little no, oh, that's what it was. This. We have 12. They cost 40. Yeah. They cost 40. Shitty. But yeah, that's why these are so valuable. Is because if you could buy one straight up, that'd be a huge spike in power. But you know how it is. Shipment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was a fun time. It was a great stream. We got up to a lot. We had a heated debate about AI generated images. Not really. It was mostly me just yelling at you. But yes. But ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna be it for today's stream. I guess it's looking like we're streaming Monday, probably at 1 p.m. We're gonna be playing a VR game that has Melee in it, and it should be a good old time. Bodhi says, AI, that shit went wild. Yeah. Yeah. Lone says, plus, I kept using the jump pad to boost myself up. I was doing terrible for. Yeah. That's why to me that this event, Tower Fantasy is really clever, but like a lot of the stuff they end up doing, the stuff they actually bring into the game, they find one of the ways to keep people in the fight, I guess. Rene says, 'twas a pleasure, Grin, 'twas a pleasure, Raid, Max, or Goblin. Thank you so much for your time, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully I can see you again. Also, Lone, I didn't cash in the hydrate that you did a millennia ago. So, real quick, before we leave. I don't know if you count hydrating as with coffee, but it's Red's logic. But yeah, anyways, love you. Hope I can see you again. And Monday stream, 1 p.m. on YouTube. Bye. A little bit manic.